3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the No BS podcast, where we talk about anything and everything and sometimes nothing at all. My name is Brad.
My name's Sane.
Joining us today is my good friend, Wets.
Wait, one more time?
Wets. WETZ. Wets.
That's fire.
Kind of fire.
That's
No
fire.
OB.
Well, we also got Obi here today again as a guest. But let's talk about our weeks.
Shit, man. It's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday. Hump day.
My week's been pretty good. I've just been writing a lot of songs. I'm trying to right now I'm really working on trying to get some placements, so I'm just trying to write.
Oh, yes.
You're releasing this Friday, right?
As a recording artist, yeah, I'm dropping this Friday.
As a
Yeah, so I read out the artist.
Brad is so humble. Me? Oh, yes. The song that I've been spamming. The song, yes, that song.
Did you listen to it?
Yeah, I did.
What do you think about it?
Fire.
Very good, man.
Yeah,
Very good.
Cool, I appreciate that. Man.
He got some new shit that he just did.
Yeah, you did mention that you wanted me to listen to some of your original work as well. More of your original work.
Yeah. I mean, I've most of it's out on Spotify. I got some stuff that's coming out too, other than exclusive soon, but yeah. It's
I tried to lurk a little bit on your Spotify after I listened to the.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
It's
I
real
listened
shit.
to so much after openings that I was
I
after
felt
2
that.
songs, I went back to my original.
We're gonna go back to that
Okay.
as a talking point. Anime openings. But continue, bro.
Let's talk about it right now. That we are not gonna. All right. So what's your top 3? Your top 3.
Man, that's so
Anime
tough.
I'm not gonna hold you. This new Attack on Titan
Nah,
opening.
come on, that's recency bias.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Is it?
These
You think so?
these niggas came in
Because
thumping,
that shit
bro.
does go
It's
crazy.
great. It's great,
It's
heavy.
It's bro. Even when they bring it down and it's just them singing, it's yo, this is still really good.
It slaps. I can't lie.
This slaps so hard. Yo, you did not have to slap that hard, bro.
But they did. Because it's
It's the finals. It's the final season. But I get it, bro. But whew, that's definitely in my top contenders.
Okay.
At this
So
point.
it's your top 3.
It's probably number 3. It moved up fairly quickly.
One of mine that's in my top 3 for sure is Demon Slayer season 1.
Oh,
of course.
Yeah.
absolutely.
It's got to be.
That's
because
my
that
number
is just
2.
one of the most
That's a
beautiful
classic.
That's my number
songs
2.
I've ever heard.
That's my number 2.
Of recent memory, for maybe it's recency bias as well. The first one for Jujutsu Kaisen.
Shit.
I forgot.
I'm
that
blanking
shit.
on that one right now.
Oh, or the first one for Fire. Was it Fire Force?
Fire Force has some
Fire
bangers.
Force has some
Fire
bangers. Fire Force has some
bro?
bangers.
Yeah.
Bro,
There's,
Fire Force had me going nuts in my room, bro.
For me, my all-time favorite one has to be Chemistry, but it's from what's it called? Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Ooh.
It's one of the. It's
I haven't
one of
seen
the,
that
it's
one.
one of the openings.
You haven't seen
Ooh.
Brotherhood?
Not
Yeah.
really.
Oh,
Yeah.
I never even finished Full Metal.
What? Yo, bro, you're slacking, bro.
I know, bro. I know.
Nah, bro,
I know, I know.
you're big time
Dude, it was,
slacking, bro.
dude, that was I watch a lot of animes and a lot of them do get really sad at some point, but that one was so sad.
It was
so
hard.
very
It was
heavy.
hard for me to
It's
watch that
very
one.
heavy.
So I
felt that way about Attack on Titan too, low key.
I did too, which is why when I first started watching it, I couldn't watch it. So
I took a break at
I took-
episode 15.
I watched a few episodes and then I didn't touch it again for years.
Man.
Yeah, no, for me personally, for years until maybe a year and a half ago actually, and then I just
Really?
binged the whole
Okay.
shit.
I'm not gonna hold.
Be careful.
I'm not gonna hold you. I detached myself from all of that.
Really? Oh, man,
I was like, this is very depressing. But this is so entertaining. I've never seen anything like this in an anime. This is mind blowing. This is creepy as fuck. but this is amazing. Like, I could watch this forever.
honestly, for me, it was the Titans. I just like when they first showed them, I was just like, oh
creeping
no.
you
I was like, oh,
they were
nah.
so creepy.
I was like, I'm good, fam.
It wasn't until they started showing the cool Titans. I was like, alright, y'all niggas.
Right.
I was surprisingly okay with the Titans. It was just the body count that was just piling up so much. I was like, dude, I got
so quickly.
I was like,
so
I need a
quickly,
breather.
bro.
I need a breather. I need to let this sit for a while.
Yo,
before I
Attack
get
on
back
Titan
into
has
it.
no problem just letting niggas go, bro. They're just you
Facts.
gonna die. You thought you were safe?
Facts,
No,
facts.
you gonna die. Like, oh fuck, we can't even talk about the episode.
Sorry, yo, sorry.
All I gotta say-
I haven't seen episode 2 yet.
What?
I haven't even seen episode 2. Yeah, I've only seen the first one, bro.
Damn.
I'm really waiting, bro. I'm really waiting. I'm
Yo,
waiting.
bro is slacking,
So,
bro.
so what are you waiting for? Like
I-
5-6 episodes?
Bro,
I think I might just wait till the whole shit is out.
What?
Yeah.
Man.
Bro, so you mean to tell me we are never gonna be able to talk Attack on Titan on this podcast?
How
Dude,
do
I
you
wouldn't
stay?
wanna
How do you
binge
stay
it.
spoiler free?
How do I stay spoiler free? Well,
Yeah.
dude, honestly, like, yo, I've been trying so hard to not be on really like
And-
my phone or social media in
Oh,
general.
that's great.
Like,
That's
good.
I've really been trying.
It's terrible. For
Not
me.
perfect, but like, yeah.
Yeah, I need to get away from my phone.
Yeah, same.
I'm always.
Have
on
you
a
watched
YouTube
The
binge.
Social's Dilemma on Netflix?
I have.
No,
I know you have. You should watch it. That kind of like was what really like pushed me to finally do it. Cause like, you know, there've been times in my life when I would contemplate like, you know, starting to cut back on my phone a little bit,
Mhm.
and then like,
Something
just-
would happen.
and then you just like end up right back in the loop, and then
Yeah.
like I watched that that documentary, and I was just like, holy crap, this is actually an issue.
It's accurate, bro.
I was like, yo, I need to be on top of this. So like,
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll definitely check it out.
yeah,
You should,
definitely
bro.
you should.
check it out.
It's scary.
It's low-key.
Oh no!
Like it's low key
scary.
like
Because it's about you know, these big tech companies, these social media companies business model, and how it's geared towards like advertisers.
Mhm.
And so basically like the amount of money that like goes into these companies is really just so that they can keep you on the fucking platform. And like they do, the AI is so advanced, they've got it down to where like it'll literally be able to tell to the millisecond how long you spend looking at a post, and then know, all right, this user doesn't like this kind of shit. Like
Ooh,
like-
yeah, bro.
but
That's
then
very scary.
you're like, but then the stuff that you do actually look at, they're like, oh, you know, and they
Show him more of this.
and they dramatized it too, so they did a little bit of like the acting and then the actual like documentary bits,
Mhm.
and I was just like, oh
Bro,
shit.
YouTube is really bad with
That's
that, bro.
That's where I'm at with it. Like
Bro,
that's
Is that the one?
most
Like,
of my yeah.
Bro, YouTube is really bad.
And the
with it
minute
because,
that you're done with the video,
like another one,
starts
bro.
loading.
So my YouTube used to be a lot of anime content, Marvel content, a lot of like shit like that, and like more stuff like that. But like generally, that's what it was. I went to my friend's crib and I started watching these compilations of like people being stupid on the road or like getting into stupid ass car
like that
accidents on the
dumb shit?
road.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Bro, why is that all that's what my feed is now, bro? That's my entire feed.
It's crazy.
and it's
because
like, fuck.
it shouldn't.
I
I
fucked
mean,
up.
I don't think it used to be that quick.
Bro, it's
Like, you know
it's
what I mean?
quick now, bro.
Like
the algorithm.
The
right, like,
algorithm, bro.
it didn't learn that quick before. Like,
They on it now.
But going
not
back.
ketchup.
What's wrong with ketchup?
I'm just kidding. Dude, I love fucking ketchup.
That's what I'm
Anybody
saying.
know me knows I fucking.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I stand ketchup way too much, bro. Like people be like, "Yo, what's your favorite sauce?" I'm like, "Ketchup." They're like, "Ketchup's not a sauce." I'm like, "It definitely
How is it not a
is,
sauce?
you idiot."
Right?
I'm like, "It's definitely a sauce." They're like,
Oh.
"Ketchup's ketchup." But anyway, how was your week, bro?
My week was pretty interesting. I'm trying to get back into some better habits. So yesterday was my first day that I took some PTO this week, actually,
Nice.
because I needed to start unpacking because I literally just moved 2 weeks ago. So all my boxes are in my
Congrats,
house right
bro.
now.
Congrats,
Thanks,
bro.
man. Yeah, so I've been trying to get back into the gym consistently and, make no excuses this time around this year. I kind of make a promise to myself last year before I turned 30. I was supposed to get back to like 215, 220, and I didn't. So I'm trying to make sure that I get back to this grind and start.
How old are you now?
I'm 30.
You're 30.
Yeah,
Okay. Nice.
I'm 30. But I was supposed to reach that goal before I reached 30, or by my 30th birthday. But I failed.
I mean, it's all good. As long as you're like, if you're actually working towards it.
Yeah. So just trying to build some better habits this year. So yesterday was my first day off since like I took the PTO. I've been like leaving my house, going to the gym, making sure I put the time in, and yeah, man. So I mean, it's been interesting a little bit. I mean, we spoke a little bit off camera. Trying to figure out this new job situation as well. So I'm trying to work through, get in a better direction, trying to figure things out basically. But yeah, man, it's been a solid week so far. Can't complain.
That's fine. Obi is just going crazy. He's like, there is so many smells in here. Well, my week was cool. It became like really cool a couple days ago, and it's so crazy because a friend of mine, Frank Knight, he had asked me, "Hey, Obi, chill." Like he had asked me if I was doing anything. I think it was Monday. What's today? Wednesday? Yeah. He had asked me if I was doing anything Monday, and I was like, no, not doing nothing. So he was just like, first he said, I need you to come to this COVID testing site, and you don't have to bring your equipment. They already gonna have equipment. They're already gonna have equipment for you and everything. And I'm like, cool. So I'm shooting people getting COVID tested. So that's what was in my mind. That's what I thought I was going there for. But come to find out, he was literally just saying it is a COVID testing site. That's not what we're doing it for today, even though we are doing COVID testing on site for people who come in. But we are shooting like an episode of this like French show because Gloria Gaynor.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you posted about
yeah,
that.
she the woman who sings "I Will Survive."
Okay. Yeah.
She was in France and she was supposed to shoot an episode of something. It was like basically it's like they're like, like those talk shows that have people performing, but because of COVID, they'll like switch to somewhere off camera, and then they'll have the performance going on.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what it was, but it was like a French show.
Gotcha.
These like French production company like flew in to America and shot it in this building. They literally rented out the entire studio space. It's Brooklyn Photo Studio. They rented out the entire building, each and every studio.
Damn.
And I was like, what the? These niggas got money. Who are we shooting? At this point, I still wasn't aware of who we were shooting, bro. It wasn't until she got there. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, shit.
This is what we're doing? I'm here, Gap.
OB.
That's wild.
My bad, y'all.
No, that's cool.
No, I'm just pausing it. That's what we gonna cut. I'll do it again. So so for a while I didn't even know what we were even doing there. So we pulled up. She pulled up. They started filming. It was a huge set, like 5 different cameras, big, like they had like a TV screen as an like a monitor, like to show like what they were shooting. Right. I was like, what the this is a TV. But I was like, this is it made me realize where I want to get to. Like I'm like, okay, so this is a legitimate production company. Okay. That's where I need to be. So it wasn't until she like really pulled up and I was like, wow, this is amazing. I didn't even know who this was. And then somebody was like, it's the woman who sings "I Will Survive." I was like, oh shit, I love that song. That's crazy. And it's crazy because then I told my mom about this and she had the same reaction. She was like, who that? And I was like, the woman who sings "I Will Survive." And she's like, oh, I love that song.
That's how you have to identify her.
That's funny. I don't even know why I knew her name, but like I did.
Yeah, bro.
That's dope.
Like a lot of people do know her.
Um,
Apparently, she had this whole French company fly out.
so you were just doing what, BTS?
I wasn't even shooting anything, bro.
Oh.
I was just like a gaffer. I was just like setting shit up, like setting up
Oh,
lights,
okay.
taping shit up, making sure wires weren't in the way and everything like that. And you know what? I got paid $250 for it. So I'm not complaining. They gave me lunch. I said, what? And I'm getting paid? I need more jobs like this.
Dude, that's the fucking life right there. That's the life.
I was like, I need more jobs like this. Please, sign me up. I don't mind taping shit up. I don't even gotta do nothing.
That's lit.
So that was like the highlight of my week. Oh, I went to the studio like 3 times this week.
Nice, yo.
Like randomly. Like I went to the studio for my bro, and then like the next day I was like, you know what? I forgot my flash drive. I gotta go pick it up. Went to go pick it up. I was like, you know what? You got time? He was like, I got time. I was like, you want money? He was like, I want money. All right, let's do a session. Did a session. Recorded like 3 songs. I was like, cool, this is lit. The following day, did the Gloria Gaynor thing. And then afterwards, my man who set it up, he was like, so I got a studio session after this. You trying to pull up? I'm like, shit. All right, why not? So, like, I went there. I was like, wow, I'm in, like, 3 different studio sessions in a week. This is cool.
And it's only Wednesday.
You got the lighter?
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, bro. Like, I've been feeling, like, blessed in a way, but now I need to be financially blessed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm able to do things and be in places that I never thought I would be, but now I need this, consistently. I need to get to that point where it's like, I'm consistent. I got a consistent money flow coming in. Because I know the gigs are going to be there, but I just need that consistent.
Right. It's motivation, man.
Yes.
I mean, I think that's like, that's the difference between like, just having a regular job, which is fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But then that and, I don't want to like say freelancing, but like, using your creative like talents as a means to like, fund your life.
Right.
Yeah, bro.
Like, when you're doing that and you're doing that only, you kind of have to move different. You always got to be grinding.
Yeah, always.
Looking for that next job, because it's like,
because that's your money. There's no day off. Like, when you really step into the entrepreneurship, people are like, yeah, I want to do this. I want to do that. That was part of what I had to do yesterday when I was doing this meditating thing. I really had to really think, like, why do I want to start my own business? Like, do I really not? Is it just because I don't want to work for people? Or is it because, like, I really want to have my own business where I do things differently? I have employees. I have this, X, Y, and Z. What is the reason? So a lot of people want to do it, but then it's like they get to that point where it's like, oh, I don't have no money. And it's like, what am I going to do? You got to find a way.
You got to figure it out.
You got to see it through, like, my boy. Got to see it through.
Honestly, I kind of like that part of it. Like, even though it's like,
it's the adrenaline. It's the adrenaline.
It's the adrenaline of it that I'm just like, oh.
It's like now I gotta be on
It's like being on the field.
I could see that.
It's like being on the field and being on zero, and it's like 6:00, and you still gotta fucking make that sale. You know what I mean? You're gonna be moving different.
You moving different. You're like, fuck. It's dark now. I'm black.
Yo, that's so true, man. That's so true.
Right, well, I know. Let's clue them in, because they don't even know what we're talking about.
They don't even know what we're talking about. So, all 3 of us have worked door-to-door jobs. What we mean by door-to-door jobs, it is basically a marketing job where it's direct marketing. It's basically guerrilla advertisement. You're on your feet for hours.
All right, question. Is it an effective way to market something?
Absolutely.
I would say so, yeah.
Is it a safe way?
Safe?
No.
Maybe not.
No, it says it is not the safest way.
Maybe not.
Because I know we are going to get into stories
It's not safe for us, and it's not safe for the people at home.
It's
either.
not.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not. Cause man, we not all right. We gonna go there. So I worked for a marketing agency called Ithaca Acquisitions, where we had a couple people as our clients. We had Verizon as our client.
Okay.
We had Nestle as our client. We had Pause as our client. We had this solar company. No, not solar. Wind energy company. So rather than using like oil and gas, like Long Island would use PSE&G or whatever, or like out here I guess it's like National Grid. Like instead of using that, you're using like wind energy. It's supposed to be cheaper, like in the long run or whatever. It's still cheaper up front, but then it's all supposed to be cheaper in the long run. So we did that. So the only ones that my office, because it was like two different offices in one, only one that my office really focused on was Verizon and the energy, the wind and the wind company. So we like, cool. If we don't get the Verizon, we could pitch the wind company.
So
niggas want to save energy.
So you guys would do both in like one sitting, basically, when you get to a house.
Yes,
that's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. Yes, we
damn,
we did two. Like if we
in
pitch,
one pitch,
if we pitch the Verizon and like we're getting somewhere and it's like
you throw it in there,
like exactly
oh
like if it gets
also,
to,
by the way, also
like if we already got them, it's like cool.
I mean at that point,
it's like let me throw this in. What's the worst that could happen? Cool, you don't want it. That's fine. We can move forward. Or if it got to the point where like we were getting somewhere and then they're like, I don't really want the Verizon. All right, cool. Well, did you know I also have going on? And they're like, oh, I like to save energy, and it's much cheaper than the Verizon offer that you was giving me. You know what? I could do this. But hey, it didn't always hit. Because people's attention spans is mad short. But we worked the Staten Island area.
I don't think we ever did.
You do not want to, bro.
I don't think we ever did that.
Bro, you do not want to, because it's nothing but like rich people and then really poor people.
Yeah, like
there is no real in between. Bro.
I think I've gone to Staten Island twice. And within the span of a block, you just see like mansions.
Yep.
And then the next block is just
poverty.
Like it's so so bad.
Like you ever been to Elizabeth, New Jersey, bro?
I don't think so.
Bro, so Elizabeth, New Jersey, there are areas that literally look like it looks run down. Like there's buildings missing. There were buildings torn down. Whatever. It looks crazy. There's parts of Staten Island that look like that, and I'm like, that's crazy. And then sometimes we had to go. It was pick and choose. Sometimes when we did the Staten Islands, it was like, all right, so this side you gonna go to this side of Staten Island. This side you can go to this side of Staten Island. It was like, all right, please send me to the rich side. Please send me to the rich side. I'm short. I don't look menacing. I am black, but I don't look menacing. If I just tie my hair back, they'll answer the door to me. And it worked for some people. For some, it did not.
How'd you get into it?
So my brother, he was working at the. Speaking of my brother, I already told him I'm trying to get him on the episode. Yeah. I asked him if he was available next week. He was like, "I'm going to Atlanta," so I told him the week after.
All right.
So my brother, he's actually the one that got me into it because he used to work for Lil Debbie. Like the Lil Debbie cupcakes and shit.
Okay.
So he used to work for like the like a subset of Lil Debbie, and he was the person that drove around delivering all the cakes and shit in Brooklyn. And he worked, like somebody stopped him, and he ended up working in the Brooklyn location, and he was killing it. He was making bread, and I'm like, damn, nigga, you making money? Because like if you sell like a $400-$500 package, bro, you making a calm $375, bro. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like you making money, bro. All right, cool. I see him doing it. He quit the Lil Debbie job. They give him he moves up to like leader status really quickly. So they give him an offer to move to the Staten Island location. So he's just like, yo, I'm trying to get my brother in this shit. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm trying to do this shit. Because I still don't know what it is that you doing. So he's trying to explain it to me without like, because if you really telling me like the real in and outs of it,
that's how they always get you.
Are you really gonna do it? Would you have really done it if somebody told you the real in and outs of it?
Absolutely.
No, absolutely. So he was trying to give it to me in a way where it's like the money made the most sense. He's like, bro, I made this amount of money in this time frame. If I don't want to, I don't have to go back out into the field for the rest of the week. I made my quota for the week in 2 days. And I'm like, damn, that sounds pretty nice. He's like, and if I want to make more money, I could go back out. Damn, that do sound pretty nice. All I gotta do is talk to niggas. All right, cool. I could talk to niggas. I talk to niggas every day. I talk to niggas every day. All right, cool. I could do this. He's like, but here's the catch. You got to come to the Staten Island location with me so that you could be under my team. And I'm like, fuck. All right, boom. I already wanted to move out of my crib anyway. So I moved out to the Staten Island location with him. And they lived, like, a couple of them lived in a house. They had like a job house. Okay. And it was like literally around the block from the office. So I'm like, oh, this shit is convenient as fuck. But yeah, so they had like a job house that was like right around the corner from the office. So I was like, cool. I'm only paying like $300 a month. I don't got a room, but I got a spot to sleep in, and I'm not really in the crib for the majority of the day. Like, I'm only there to sleep. Cool. I'm good on this. Boom. We working back and forth. I'm doing it, and I'm realizing I'm not that great at it. like I could talk to people, but I care too much. Like, because there's a part of you that's like, you gotta talk to people, but you have to like kind of be like on it. You got to be quick with it. You got to be like, if they have any doubts, oh, but this.
You have to take your emotions out of it.
Like, you got to take your emotions out of it. I am a very emotional person. I fully believe that this is a good thing for you. So I'm trying to tell you, this is what you need. And I'm trying my hardest. And sometimes they just like, yo, no, I'm not with it. But like I got like all the sales that I did get, I made actual relations with. Right. Because it's crazy, because when we were like learning how to do everything, they were like, oh, you have to kind of make a relation with the person when you're meeting them. And I'm like, I took that to heart. I took that at face value. We gonna talk, we gonna shoot the shit, we gonna and then on top of that, you gonna get this Verizon. I had niggas like making a point, yo, I don't got it right now, but I get paid on this day. Yo, you coming back around?
Right.
Like that. Like, I'm saving niggas numbers. Like, we keeping in contact. I still have some of them calling me like, hey, you still working at Verizon, bro? Nah, bro. That been shut down. Like, that COVID done that off, bro. No more of that. So, like, I was really making like relations with people, but because of the fact that I was too invested into it emotionally, I wasn't making the sales that I could have been making. Right. So after a while, like, then we started going to Jersey. I was like, oh my God. We went to Bayonne. We went to Elizabeth. We went to was it Union City? I think it's Union City or whatever it is, bro. I was like, damn, we really out this bitch, bro. Like,
how about you, Brad? How'd you get into it, man?
I think one of my boys actually was working for them first.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. One of my boys from like high school was working for APCO, and then
which one did you work for?
APCO.
Okay.
And then he got me into it, and dude, next thing I know, I'm like a year and a half into it. I was like, holy shit. Nah, man, it was definitely like, it was a weird experience.
Yeah, for me,
I don't regret it by any means necessary.
I also don't regret it. It gave me a lot of grit.
I can't say the same.
Like, I regret it.
I can't say the same. Because I think I made some poor decisions while I was working there, because
oh yeah, of course.
So for example, like, I think when I got the job, obviously, it's a little sleazy the way they kind of try to get you in. Like, personally, myself, like, I was coming off from like, I don't know, maybe 7 months unemployed at that point. I had like 4 or 5 months prior, like I was like depressed. My sister was around. She was giving birth, and after she gave birth, she like I don't really talk much, but she kind of saw it. She kind of saw it. She's like, "Nah, you're coming back home with me. You're gonna stay with us for like a month, and then re-energize and come back." And then once I came back, I was full like grind mode, trying to get a job, and I got called in for APCO, got called in for that interview, left the interview with the only iffy part was like they said, "Hey, next time you come in, bring comfortable shoes." Next time you come in, bring comfortable shoes.
They hit me with that shit.
I was like,
too,
oh
bro.
yeah, for sure. Like I guess my thinking all throughout that process, I'm thinking I'm gonna be like an office clerk or something like that. I'm gonna be pushing paperwork, pushing mail,
pushing peas.
And then I come in the next time and I work, and like, oh yeah, go change into your shoes. Like you guys are going about to the Long Island Railroad. I was like, okay, what's going on? And we're going out on a field trip. And,
where are we going?
And obviously the most important part of like recruiting people is to make it look easy. And it wasn't an easy day by all means.
Oh,
yeah. I think he only got one hit that day. And
hey.
The only thing that really got me back in was they said like, okay, you're gonna get a base pay. And I was like, you know what? It's been a while since I haven't worked.
Oh, y'all got base pays?
Yeah, we had a base pay.
That was the one.
That was the only thing that could catch people. Yeah,
it was pretty good too. It was pretty good at the beginning too. I think it was like $350. I think it was like $350 at the beginning.
That's crazy. Yeah. I did not have a base pay.
Yeah, that was like the one thing that kept me. I was just like, all right, if I know I'm gonna make at least that, then I'll be in a good place to be able to like try to make more than that, because like mentally I'll be like, all right, cool.
Exactly.
These niggas coerced me.
So that's the only reason why I stayed. But obviously, like during that time too, after a couple of months, I started struggling, like with my sales. I was going to school at the same time as well. I lived in Long Island.
Damn, were you in school at the same time?
Yeah, I was in school at the same time as well. So it was tough. And after a while, like when I was struggling, when I would go to school on weekends, and obviously, they told you like, hey, if you're not making your quota during the weekday, you got to come in on weekends. So now I'm dedicating some of my Saturdays and Sundays to going out on the field to pitch. And I was like 12 credits away from getting my associates. I was in my last semester to get my associates, and I withdrew from class because I was falling back. Damn. Yeah, so like that's one of the reasons I would say like I probably regret it, because if I had maybe a little more grit and gut in myself, I would just quit and just been like, you know what? Like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I got to focus on schoolwork instead. Just finish my schoolwork even though I was working. My family could have probably held me down for like a couple of months until I had, got work again. But, I didn't do that. And then 3-4 months later, what went down, went down. And then it's funny after...
Hold on. What went down?
I don't know if we can get into the specifics of it all.
I mean, you don't gotta get into specifics. Be as like
names.
Yeah. Just don't say names.
I'll just summarize it really quickly. It's basically like one of like the leaders in the fucking shit like that we were all kind of just like basically like looking up to, because we were like, all right, cool. Like this guy's kind of like leading the way for us. I'm like, I'm cool with that. He just like we just found out that like all the sales and all the sign-ups he was doing the whole time were fake, and because he was faking all them shits.
Faking credit card numbers.
Right.
Actually, it's actually, dude. I kind of feel a type of way about putting this out.
You don't even got to if you don't want to.
No, I'm gonna talk about it. I might end up cutting this part out
when you review it.
I actually fucking ran into him when I worked at Urban one time.
I ran into him too.
Did you?
While working overnight, man.
Damn.
We could talk about it like off pod, man.
Yeah.
It was
that was looking crazy.
It wasn't good, man. It wasn't good.
Yeah.
I asked some people about him afterwards, man, and it was tough to see that 180, how people kind of felt about him afterwards. Or maybe it wasn't even a 180. Maybe it was like how they really felt throughout the whole time, but they couldn't really say anything. Mm-hmm. They were just like, man, screw this guy, man. I don't really care what happens to him, honestly. Like, it was tough, man. It was tough. And the type of person that I am, like, I'm kind of like I'm an emotional person. I'm like,
Hey.
I try to tend to
Hey,
care.
Obi said you're emotional.
I try to tend to care about people as well, and especially if you spend time with somebody like, and you kind of believe in them as well, and you kind of believe in what they're preaching. Kind of start like, and you feel betrayed, man.
Yeah,
But
no,
that was
you
the,
feel,
it was the betrayal for me.
you
That's
feel
why.
betrayed,
Absolutely,
man.
absolutely.
So it was so tough. But at the end of the day, you're still kind of forgiving, and you feel bad for that person at the same time because
What are you going through?
yeah, one of the people I work with, a couple years back, like who was a good friend at work as well, always used to tell me this one. It was like in New York, you're kind of like one fuck up away from being homeless sometimes.
Oh,
Dude,
at all
that's
times,
one
fact.
one fuck
That's
up
a
away.
fact.
all the
And
time, bro.
I always keep that in the back of my mind, man. And it was that guy's one fuck up, bro. Like it was kind of tough, man. It was tough. So,
Damn.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think when I was let go, like it was probably the best thing that probably happened to me during that time.
That shit
I
was
was
supposed
like,
to happen, bro.
yeah,
Absolutely.
like 2 months
Oh,
later.
so yeah, basically, let me
Yeah.
let me kind of just get to the end of it. I ended up like moving, fucking states with this company. Like, I lived in Dallas for like a year and a half, and it was a great experience. Like, I don't regret it because it was me kind of like stepping outside of like the comfort of like having my family around to support me,
Yeah.
and it was huge for me, and
That's
I learned
really
I definitely learned a lot. But it got to a point where like I just got so depressed because I was not doing no music like whatsoever because I was doing just fucking work like all the time.
Yep.
And then like even when I was not working, like I was tired of shit because that shit is dude, that shit is
It's
exhausting.
exhausting.
70,
Yeah.
80 hours a
That
week,
shit is
bro.
exhausting. Just running fucking around like a crazy person.
I could imagine.
I don't think a lot of people really understand that, bro.
So
70 to 80 hours a week, bro.
for me, like, so we used to pitch more in Long Island, and I lived in Long Island. And the thing with that, with this business was the most asinine thing was like, hey, after you're done with your day, you got to go back to the office to debrief. It's like, why?
To go back home.
Like, why am I?
No, that
why
shit was dumb. That
why
shit
are we
was dumb.
coming an
That shit was
hour
dumb.
early every day to go over all these things? We're in the office from like what 9:30 in the morning to like 11.
Mm-hmm.
We're not hitting the field until like 12:30, 12:30, 1 o'clock. Why are we going back to the office? Like what sense does that make? So
because you got to break your numbers down and you got to do this. You got to see what you did wrong and what you can do better. And then we're gonna stand around in a circle to celebrate. Stand around in a fucking circle to celebrate
To ring
who
the fucking
did
bell.
good. To ring the fucking bell to see who
Get the
did
fuck
get some.
outta here,
And while
son.
you just like. Please just rub it in my face.
Like Wolf of Wall Street
Bro,
type
so
shit. Like
my
get
God,
the fuck
man.
out of
how
here.
much
like-
did how much did you buy into that? How
Bro.
much did you guys buy into that stuff?
Honestly,
Bro.
like if I was, cause like like I was doing my thing at one point, so like it was fun for me, cause I was like,
Bro,
what I'm
it
saying?
was
Like,
cool whenever I would get something, but then
But
I'm
then
just
when
like,
you're not hitting, it's like now it's just ass.
It's fun, but I always went into it as like I'll take the lessons that I can get out of it, but I'm not going to fully like. Come on, it's like it's because you didn't believe. That's why you didn't get the sale today.
get your hand off me, bro.
Were you positive today?
Yo, I hate it when they hit me with that shit,
Like,
bro.
were you positive today?
Like, did you
Like,
believe that you
Not
could
were you
actually?
positive.
Did you actually believe that
It's
you
like-
could make these sales today? Were you actually trying? Was I actually trying?
Like, come on, man, dude. I
Bro.
hit 120 doors. Like, I spoke to 70 people, bro.
Like, what do you want me to do? I funneled, bro. I funneled, bro. What do you want me to do? It didn't work for me today.
Oh man,
What the hell? That's crazy that we actually had the same exact
yeah,
experience.
it was tough,
bro.
man. So I live in Long Island, so I'd have to see myself go past my stop to go back into the city to debrief, and then afterwards you have to go back to Long Island. So I'd be getting home at like 1 a.m. and I'd have to be up by 7 a.m. again. So I'm not getting to bed until like 2 o'clock in the morning. My man loves me.
Stop.
So during that period of time, I was getting like, I don't know, five hours of sleep every single day. and then hit back
That
the
shit was
field
not
again.
healthy.
That was
shit
not healthy,
grind.
bro.
whatsoever.
And then we hit all types of weathers as well.
Bro, if it was pouring,
Dude,
guess what?
there were times when I was in Dallas, bro, where like at one point I was literally on the corner, like on the curb, like laid out because it was
So
from heat
hot, right?
exhaustion, bro.
Yeah.
Like a lady literally came out her crib she was like to give me a water, bro, because she just seen me dying out here. Like that shit was not it,
Bro, it wasn't.
Yo.
Like I remember it was like my second day, bro. And so the first day I went out into the field, I was with like one of the lead like that. Like she usually gets the most numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So I went out with her. She's like, all right, so you don't really got to follow what I do, because what I do is a little unorthodox. She go to the store, get herself a Red Bull, get herself a Lucy, smoke the Lucy, drink the Red Bull while she walking. Before she gets to the first house, puts the Lucy out, finishes the Red Bull, throws the can away. All right. Do. And she will just go in and just almost always get her sale, bro. And I'm just like, damn, she made this shit look so easy. I could do this. Second day, cool. We go out. Forecast didn't say it was going to rain like hard. They just said it was going to be showers. Like briefly. That wasn't the case in Staten Island. It rained like, it was like torrential downpour for hours. And we had to walk through that door to door on my second day.
Oh, dude, I'm surprised you kept going.
Bro, that
Some
day,
people would just like find a restaurant.
Dude, the amount of times
the only reason I stayed.
The amount of times I ended up just fucking drenched, just like looking like an idiot,
Looking
like in
like
the middle,
sometimes
like in the middle
you
of
bozo,
fucking
bro.
nowhere.
Sometimes you
Nigga
could get that
fucking-
pity sale.
Bro, and that's what I was just about to say. You said you wondered why I stayed. That was one of the days that I made the most sales, bro.
Oh shit!
I made
It's
like,
like, man.
four. I made like 4 sales that day,
It's like
bro.
we see you're working hard out here, man. Like,
Yo, I had the hood on. I took the hood off. Please, do you have water?
I think one of the best sales I've had was we went to pitch in Oceanside at one point, and Oceanside is a pretty rich neighborhood.
Yeah, they got money.
And obviously it got pretty late at night. You know, big black guy.
I already know where this is going.
It was like 8 p.m., man, and we got to hustle to get back to the train. So it was like 8 p.m. I was like, I'm making my last round, trying to get to that door. Get to that door, tall white man comes out, older white dude, it's probably like between 50 and 60 years old. Shook his hand, did my pitch. He was like, man, I'll sign up with you. It's not because I believe in what you're selling or I need the product or anything like that, but it's 8 o'clock at night. It's super dark. You knocked on my door. You shook my hand and looked me right in my eyes, man. And you did not lose eye contact the whole time. You could come in. You could get my Amex card. That was my only sale like throughout that entire week in Oceanside.
That's a good
That's
sale,
crazy,
bro. That's
bro.
a good sale.
Yeah, like he invited his wife down. He had
dope.
steak. Gave me some steak, man. He's like, yo, you want to drink some wine? I'm like, nah, I'm still working.
Ooh, see, you a good man.
I would have had some.
I done had people offer me weed. I done had people.
We always had that.
I done had people offer me some wine. I'm like, man, this job ain't half bad.
Right. No, I mean, I think that was a huge part of what I stayed too, because a lot of those interactions were really
exactly.
awesome.
You can
like,
make very good interactions. Yeah.
You can't like substitute that. Like that, those are just good interactions. And then, I mean, there were a lot of not so good interactions too. And definitely did a lot of shit too that I like. It was like, yo, why did I even
when
do
we
that
went
shit?
upstate, when we used to go on those drives upstate, man, those lower income areas.
Oh man,
it's like it's tough.
See,
man.
you had to go upstate. I had to go to what's this place? Harrisonburg, Pennsylvania. You ain't never been to you ain't never been to rural till you go to Harrisonburg, Pennsylvania. Bro, houses were so far apart from each
Oh,
other.
I hated that. I
house-
fucking hated that shit. Dude.
There was no street lights.
Nah, that was not it.
Niggas had their dogs out on their lawn. No chain.
Oh, don't even get me started with the dogs.
Oh my
Yo,
god.
one time, I got chased by like 3 big ass fucking dogs.
Bro.
One of them was like a Rottie, the other one was like a.
Hey,
fucking
so you
pit
you know them bitches was
bull.
fast.
Dude, nah, that was the scariest. Dude, I saw my life flash before my eyes. That was one of the scariest experiences. Getting chased down by those dogs. I literally pull up to the door. I'm about to like knock on that shit, and they just like pull up out of nowhere and fucking break through the fucking door.
Oh,
And I just
no.
do it. And I had fucking
not break through the
Dude,
door.
Yo,
Nigga, how?
it was like one of those like storm gate, like those flimsy like.
Oh, and they just had like the they just
It was
had
like
the
one of
other
those-
door open.
Yeah. They just had like and the thing that was holding it shut, like the knob, was like one of those little like toggle like knobs. It wasn't
Oh, so
even,
that
they just
that's honestly just a quick. If you got one of them doors, bro, and you got a big dog that don't like people like walking by, get a better door, bro. Put your dog on a leash or something. They could break the door down. They're strong.
and then of course I did like the worst thing possible too. I just ran.
And of course, they're gonna keep running
What,
after
think,
you.
I mean, yeah, that was probably the worst thing.
Yep. I mean, but there's
But I
certain
but I
dogs
didn't
that
get bit though, so thank God.
Thank
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
chased
They-
me down the street and
and then they
like,
stop.
And then they stopped.
Cause like there's certain dogs that are like, no, it's like, all right, you out of range of my
yeah,
area.
yeah.
I don't gotta chase you no more. I'm gonna go back home. There's certain dogs that are like that, and there's usually like the big dogs.
I mean, that probably wasn't the worst thing though, because what would
I
the
can't-
alternative been? Stayed there and got fucking my fucking ass.
Yeah,
I can't
gotten
recall.
chewed out.
I can't recall maybe
Literally.
the worst situations that we've been in. I know sometimes I think we've overheard some fights in some buildings that we went to pitch in, but I don't remember if I was like in any serious danger myself.
No, that's good. That's
Maybe,
good. That's good.
yeah.
What about offered to pull a gun out on you?
Oh,
I've had one of those.
I've had
I can't
I've had
remember.
two bad
I think it was in
experiences.
I think it was in Texas.
Texas?
It was in Texas.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
obviously,
yeah.
yeah.
Texas.
I pulled up. It was like fucking 7 p.m. It was like getting dark out. I'm like 4th lap around at this point, and
So they saw you already.
and well, I mean, like I didn't know they didn't answer the door, so like I'm not checking that off until I talk to somebody from that fucking
Yeah,
crib.
you feel me?
So like
Relentless.
he opened up the door on that last time and was just like, he's like, oh, you're the kid that's been ringing my fucking doorbell like all night. And he's just like, hold up here in a second, I'm gonna go get my shotgun. And then he fucking turned around and I was out. So I was just like, yo, I was gone, man. Like,
Yo, I remember I
was not fucking around,
No,
bro.
man, you can't.
I was
you
not
can't.
You can't
with
fuck
that
around
shit,
with
bro.
that shit, bro. I was in Jersey. I think I was in Bayonne, and I was going like, I think this was like my 2nd lap, and it was like it was my 3rd lap, and it was getting dark. I was like, all right, cool, boom, I'm gonna hit this house because nobody's been answering, but I did see somebody pull up on my way back on the last ride. Okay, cool, I'm gonna go up. I knock the door, and this old guy pulls up. Like he pulls up to the front door. He's like, "What the fuck do you want, nigger?" And I'm like, "Oh, hard ER."
Not the ER. Not the hard R.
Bro, when I tell you, I was like,
Ugh.
you know, like when you kind of like get like a lump in your throat and you just can't say nothing.
Yeah.
I'm kind of happy I didn't say nothing because I feel like what my brain's reaction would be, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna fuck your old ass up. Who you talking to? But I couldn't say nothing. So he was just like, because I didn't say anything to that, he was just like, I said, what do you want, nigger, before I get my gun? I was like, cool, I'm out of here. I didn't even say not a word to him. Not a word. I just walked away. After he said gun, I was like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, what can you do?
I shouldn't have thought anything of it because you're in Jersey. But then again, you're old. You have nothing to live for at this point.
Right.
You could just be like, I'm ready to end it all. But like you don't know how some of these old niggas be thinking, bro. They be different in the head because they're older.
For sure.
But aside from that, I had another bad experience, and I really do think this one was racist. It was when I was in the rich areas of Staten Island. I had gone to this house already. Nobody answered, and it was around, like, I could tell it was around the winter time. I don't know if it was around Christmas, but I think it was because they had like Christmas decorations. I don't know if it was after or before Christmas, but there was still snow on the ground and shit like that. Big ass house, mansion. So I go to the door. It's my second time around, and it get dark early in the winter.
Yeah.
Second time around, this nigga don't hesitate to answer the door with his big ass dog snarling at me, and he's just holding that bitch by the collar like, "What do you want?" And I'm like,
the intimidation tactics.
Nothing. I was like, nothing. I was like, you win. I was like, nothing. I don't want anything. I turned around and I walked away immediately.
Me being a dumbass, I'd probably still try to pitch in that in that situation.
Nope, because all he gotta do, let 3 fingers go. Yep. You not holding that big ass dog by your index and your thumb. That shit is getting off. No, man.
I lack situational awareness sometimes. Oh man, I think for sure, like, one time the guy that I was working with, he really pushed the sale really, really hard, like, to this guy's wife, and after we left the house, I'm pretty sure dude put hands on her. Like, cause he was getting.
You could tell he was getting angry.
Yeah, he was getting angry, like, and disrespectful right in front of us.
Like, visibly angry and disrespectful.
And then, she's like, no. Like, I'll go get my card and stuff like that. He's like, yo, we don't need that shit. Blah blah blah. This, that, and the third. And then once we left the house, you could hear the tone. Like, they were still arguing, and you could hear it's like, yo, why the fuck did you do that? Blah blah. And I'm like talking to the dude, and he's like, man, I don't care. We got the sale, man.
And it's funny because people who think like that, they're like, yeah, we got the sale, but then it's like, they can just cancel it, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, I had people in my office who were like that, who were like very pushy on the sales, like they used their size and their intimidation, and they were getting sales, but their cancel rate was
That's why we ended up losing some contracts too, though. Right? Yeah. No, I mean, sure. Then again,
I will say, like, I think one of the only other, like, redeeming things about that job for me, and maybe, like, the reason why I stayed for a long time too, is because by the end of it, we were doing, like, the nonprofit organization ones, and that was like, all right, cool, like, this is kind of better than trying to, like, push, like, energy contracts or, like, you know what I mean, like, at least I know there's some good being done, done out of this shit. Or maybe that's the way I justified it to myself. I don't know.
That's what it was.
You have to try to figure out a way to go about it.
To make it seem right morally. Like, because you're like, I'm really, like, probably annoying the fuck out of these people.
You know what's crazy? After I got let go, like, 3 months later, I went to work again with, 2 other people that used to work with us. For an energy company.
Hilarious.
In the Bronx.
Hilarious. Not in the Bronx.
Oh my God. It was like a terrible move on my part again, too.
I'm about to say, how many times did you hear shootouts?
I did. I don't think I did, actually.
I don't know what part of the Bronx you was in, because my homies who live out there says it is a war zone.
Yeah, I don't like the Bronx.
Really?
Right now? Like a couple of my homies that live out
back then.
Yeah. No, right now. Like, a couple of my homies are like, yo, it is dangerous out here.
Man, my ex was in the Bronx, and I hated commuting over there.
Yep, man. It's scary.
Yeah,
it's high key scary.
But yeah, that's kind of our. I don't know if you had any more stories.
No, we'll kind of end it there. We'll end it on, like, to bring it back to the quitting part. Yeah, dude, it was like, wasn't making no music, and then finally just was like, yo, I can't do this anymore, and it was the best decision I ever.
Absolutely.
And then you came back,
and then I stayed I stuck my lease out over there, and then, I did, like, small little side gigs, but really that's when I started, like, throwing myself back into the music. I ended up meeting one of my homies, Sean, down there.
Okay.
Him I will name drop because that is the homie. Bro. He started like helping me record in the box in Logic, and kind of like
figuring this whole thing out.
Yeah. He was showing me the way, and then I caught the computer not long after that and started fucking teaching myself how to do it, and like never looked back. So.
When you guys initially moved out there, like, did you guys bunk together, or everybody?
Oh no, I had my own crib.
Okay,
I had my own crib.
All right.
Yeah, that was the cool part too. Like,
That's fire.
Yeah, had a pool and everything. It was fire.
We did not have our own cribs. We did not have our own rooms.
Well, I had to find
ass house.
Yeah, no, I just had to find a crib. Sign the lease.
Sometimes you just have to you guys gotta have to learn how to let go, man. Door to door ain't it, bro.
I mean, especially now.
The thing, not to get like esoteric, but like the thing with life is like you got to know what's for you and like for how long, and know when it's like ran its course. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because some people were really successful at it.
Yeah, and some people are made to do that, and that's what they're supposed to do. Like, it was in my life for that period because I needed to learn something from it, and like I got what I needed from it and had to move on.
Yeah. Like it did teach me like a lot about perseverance.
Perseverance, positive mental attitude, fucking timekeeping,
not for nothing,
and just like personal skills, like like getting to know people and how to read people, and
how to actually make a connection really quickly.
Yeah.
That's very important as well. Something I never knew I thought I could do actually.
Yeah,
right. Not at your side. Yeah.
Then I think it's kind of sucks. Well, because I don't know how long you guys did it for. Because like
6 months.
For the time that I did it, like it ended up going into the Pandora Express. It started going into that. I'm not gonna say certain words. I'm not trying to have our podcast flagged. But it ended up going into that. So then it's like, at that time now, it's like that door to door is no longer a thing. It's like you can't go to people's houses because of this thing that's going on. And it's like, so what are we gonna do now? Just live in this house and try to do things? Nope.
Oh, you were still doing the door to door thing.
Like,
right up until it hit?
Yep.
Oh, really?
Right up until
shit.
Right.
Dude, it's been years since I fucking did that shit.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah,
2015 for me.
Yeah, like 2015.
That shit
2015, 2016. Yeah. So like 2016 for me.
That shit
2016 is when I came
God
back.
damn it. I was like, God damn it. No, I don't got a job. Now I gotta move back in with my mother. And then my girl was like, hey, you wanna move in with me? I'm like, shit.
Dope.
I'm gonna come here. But yeah. What else do we have on the agenda? That's crazy.
I just started watching The Boys.
Oh yes, The Boys. How far are you?
I don't think I'm on like episode 7 or some shit.
Season 1.
Season 1, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So we can't even really talk about too many spoilers.
Not too much.
I asked, I was like, did you meet Stormfront yet? He was like, who? I was like, God damn it!
So where are you at now?
We just, I think they just kind of filled us in on Billy the Butcher's wife.
So what's your favorite scene so far on The Boys?
I don't know about scene. Who's your favorite character?
I don't want to say it. Well, my favorite character from season 1.
All right, from season 1
is it's A-Train.
Come on, what?
That's like top 3. I can't really decide on a favorite.
Why?
I just think that nigga funny, bro.
No, he is funny.
It's sad that he's the black comic relief, but that nigga is hilarious.
What's his name? Discount Aquaman is pretty funny.
Oh, I hate that dude.
He's so funny, man.
He's another one of my favorites.
Bro, yeah.
He has such internal issues.
Yeah. Dude, okay,
such internal emotional issues.
That's when I was watching it, I realized, I'm like, wow. They are really giving all of these characters a lot of character development.
Uh-huh.
We're learning so much about them. They're so multifaceted. I was like, they're all fucked up.
They're all fucked up, bro.
Like,
They're all fucked up, bro. And it's funny because people are like Homelander, then you really see how fucked up Homelander is.
Sicko.
Like he's a fucking sicko,
nah,
bro.
that dude is psycho.
And then you can't even talk about Stormfront because she's the sickest of them all.
Damn.
But okay, so my I can say one of my favorite scenes in the series so far is still that scene when A-Train ran through Huey's girlfriend.
That's what I was about to say too. Like, it's a pretty dope scene. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, that set the tone for the entire
Bro.
fucking shit. That was like in the first
I know.
what, 15 minutes or some shit?
Like the first 5 maybe. I don't know, but that shit was like, I was like, so this is what actually happens when a speedster runs through a human.
Right.
She literally exploded.
Yeah.
But that's one of my favorite. That's like probably my top favorite scene so far in the series.
For me, I mean, my favorite character, I think that's my favorite scene as well. But, well, that and maybe when they put the thing up. The invisible. Yeah.
Off him?
Yeah.
Off that nigga, bro. I was like,
that
no.
was a huge scene for that guy, for him, because it was like, that's when he was like, he made that decision.
Yeah.
His life was never the same after that.
I can't go back from this. I killed a nigga.
But the Butcher,
a superhero.
The Butcher has to be, that's my guy, man. Like, you know.
Yeah, he is. Dude, it's like you feel for him because he's like,
you feel for him, but he'd be making some moves too, though. Like he'd be making some interesting he's a pretty selfish character at the end of the day too as well.
No, he is very much so.
I think he's great.
I mean, he's very selfish because he has like this vendetta that he needs to get off. Like he's a man that is just like,
he is like driven by his anger. Right. That nigga is just mad all the time. He's like a British Wolverine, bro.
No cap.
He's a British Wolverine, bro.
But what do you think about the show overall so far, Brad? Like, you know, this whole thing of regular human beings going against superheroes.
I mean, I think it's fresh. It's it's an interesting take. It's fresh. It's it kind of shows you like how somebody, if superheroes were real, somebody is gonna find a way to like capitalize and make money off of it and turn it into like a fucking industry, and like, you know what I mean, like that would definitely happen. So I think the real life parallels are there. It's dope.
I think it's amazing because it shows a different side of superheroes. Right. Like, we're always so used to seeing superheroes being the good guys, superheroes doing good things. And it's like, these guys aren't, like, not doing good guy things. You're just seeing that
they also do some.
That there's also, like, there's really also, fucking shady.
The company aspect of it, like, like, basically it becomes, like, a fraternity. Like, when you see, like, what the Deep was doing before, what's her superhero name? Light? Starlight? Starlight, yeah. Is it Starlight?
Starlight.
Yeah,
is
it?
Okay. I think so, yeah.
Like,
it is Starlight.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was like, damn, it's been that long.
Yeah, before you get
is she not in season 2?
Oh, no, she
is. I just forgot her name because it's been a while since I watched it.
Same.
Like,
my Amazon Prime ran out.
Before you become a full-fledged team member, this is what you have to do to get accepted, basically. And like, unfortunately, that happens a lot of times. Like, in corporations and companies. So, like, hey, it's like, so there's like some real life parallels, like you said, man. And it's like, it's very interesting. It's fucked up.
It's extremely fucked up.
It's very funny at the same time as well. I can't wait till you get to season 2 because
I cannot wait till you get to season 2, bro.
My man, the Deep is
going through it.
Oh, what about the scene where he was trying to save the dolphin and or the dude? It's and then it happened again with the lobster.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was hilarious. Yo, he gets so much screen time season 2, bro. Well, not really, but like, I feel like his character development from the end of season 1 into season 2 is like, You really just a regular nigga, bro. You a regular nigga with gills on your stomach.
Oh my god! What about the one scene where he's about to hook up with that girl and she starts
yeah.
fingering him in the
Oh
fucking
my
gills?
God.
I felt so bad, bro.
I was cringing.
I felt
Oh
so
my
bad,
God.
bro, because I'm like, oh man,
Oh fuck!
this is how women feel.
Right.
I'm like, this is how women feel, bro. But it was like, damn, you really like invading this man's privacy. Like, he does not want you to do this, and you're just like, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna do it, cause why the fuck not?
That was like a full circle moment for him, really, because it was like he just got, again, like we were talking about earlier, like you kind of reap what you sow, you know, like.
I thought it was funny because like it was in that moment when he was like, damn, this is what I did to Shorty. Okay, I understand now. Like, before, where he was like apologize or whatever he did, I don't think he really fully understood like the grand scope of like why what he did was wrong. I think he was just like, well, I'm who I am. You should want to do this with me.
Right.
Like, that's just the attitude that they all have. But I feel like in that moment, he was just like, shit, this is how it felt when I did what I did to Starlight. Okay, I ain't shit. And in that moment is when his life kind of started pummeling down, and then he's like, deliver me. That church shit is also real sus. It's real, remember when he was like, trying to get...
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The church shit?
Yeah.
I was like, this is real suspect.
It's like, yeah, we're going to get you back in.
I was like, no, you're not.
We're going to get you back in.
All you have to do is advertise for us.
Did you watch the other one, Invincibles?
I did watch Invincible, the animated
one.
one.
Oh, the animated one.
Please.
I started it. I didn't
okay.
finish it yet. Yeah,
Brad.
I have a bad habit.
Brad.
I kind of have that with anime, but not most of these shows that are.
It's crazy because I'm usually like that, but then it's just when a show so good comes around, it's like you just can't. You just can't miss an episode. You have to watch it.
Yeah.
Oh,
The Invincibles was a very
great.
trendy topic.
It was a great show because it was another one of those shows.
I feel like I need to start it from like
scratch
from the beginning.
Yeah, I kind of don't even remember like.
Oh, it's gonna get crazy next season too, because like I found out that there's like an actual like graphic novel, so I started reading ahead a little bit.
Word.
And I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
It's dark as fuck, bro.
It's dark.
It's dark as fuck, bro. Like this next season, because it's on Amazon Prime, I know that they'll be able to do it, but it's going to get really like, oh god, like you're gonna really like hold yourself like, damn, like this shit just don't feel right watching this. It's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get real crazy. This nigga Mark. This nigga Mark. But what else were we gonna talk about? I feel like I was gonna say something, and then me switching what I was gonna say to talking about the Invincible show.
Oh, so
there was another show that I was gonna bring up. Oh, I don't know if y'all are into the CW shows or whatever. I used to be like really into like the CW DC shows and shit. Yeah. They're all trash now, but I understand now why they're trash. It's because all of their budget is going to Superman and Lois. This show is really fucking good, bro.
You watch it?
I watch it week to week, bro.
Shit.
It's good. Like it's like
shows.
movie.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like the previous ones that they had. I know.
Nah, bro. This one is it's really like they put their whole budget into, like, they got Warner Brother movie budget on this shit. Especially on the first episode, bro. Like, there's a scene that you're like, yo, am I really watching this, bro? Is this a show? Is this a TV show?
And it's CW.
And it's CW, bro.
I know some friends really loved Arrow.
I loved Arrow
a lot too.
until I did it.
I mean,
like
but
Flash.
they fell off.
It went on for like what, 10 seasons, or is it still?
I think it went on for like
Dude, I think I got to like 5.
I
got
think
to like 5 or
I
6. and
think
I
it
was
went
like,
on for
I'm
like
good.
7.
Seven,
Like 7 or 8. Well, I might be wrong
That's
because
still a lot.
Flash is on like season 8 now, I think. But
Dude, that's crazy. They're still going.
There's-
With that. Dude, I made it to like season 4. I
you
think.
know what
I
I'm
was
really
like,
surprised it's still going? Because I could be surprised. I could be like I could understand Flash. That's a big DC name that's still going on. Why is Legends of Tomorrow still going on, bro? Why are they on a new season?
Dude, that shit was ass.
That shit was ass, bro.
That shit was.
It was
ass.
like the first season. I'm like, this is alright. I could see where y'all going with this.
Nah, I was not.
But
It felt like bootleg Avengers for me.
That's basically what it was, bro.
Good.
It was like bootleg Guardians of the Galaxy.
The only superhero TV show I could say that I liked were Daredevil season 1 and
Hey, we can't count that. That's Netflix.
True.
Netflix.
Yeah, I was about to say.
That's Netflix
That was shit.
They got movie
Daredevil-
movie quality
Daredevil was
budget.
fire. Daredevil was fire.
And what's the Batman one called? I forgot. Gotham.
Oh, Gotham.
Gotham.
Yes, I really
Never got into Gotham.
Yeah.
What, bro?
I
Gotham.
kinda-
I could see why if you didn't get into it like first season, bro. Like it was a little bit of a slow burn first season, but second season and on, yo, they start. It's the way they introduce Batman's rogue gallery before they are who they are in its own like universe. It's really weird because I still don't know who the Barbara character is supposed to be. I still don't know. I'm like, so that's Jim Gordon's love interest. She keeps coming back, even though she's evil, as a love interest for Jim Gordon. So does he name his daughter after the crazy love interest? Is that why his daughter's name is Barbara? Because I don't understand.
Right.
I don't understand who she is as a character, but it is what it is. I thought Gotham was pretty good. I loved what they did with the ambiguity of the Joker character.
Okay.
How they kind of spread it from one season, from one thing, and you think it's going to just be this, and then they expanded that story to where it's like, there's more than one Joker. You might be doing the multiple Jokers storyline without even saying that he's the Joker.
Right.
I felt like that was really great writing. That was really great, like I don't know, because it's not like how Titans did it, where it's like, okay, this is a silhouette of Joker, and he's beating on Jason Todd. Boom, you know it's Joker because you know he beats on Jason Todd.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I did watch Titans as well.
I
that
like
was
Titans.
okay.
Yeah, Titans was okay.
Doom Patrol is really funny.
I thought Doom Patrol was funny up until that most recent season, and I'm like, I can't watch.
Yeah,
this
I was
anymore.
still on season 1. So
Season 1 is great,
I don't know
bro.
what happens
Season
afterwards.
2 is it's okay. It's good.
Okay.
It's like okay to good in
Okay.
certain episodes.
I gotta give Peacemaker
Anything
a chance
after
now.
that, no.
Oh,
Peacemaker's
yeah.
fucking
Yeah, we
hilarious.
was talking
Yeah,
about
word?
it.
Peacemaker is like, I'm so happy for John Cena, bro. Because I think Peacemaker is like the most America show that's out right now. Like, this nigga is hilarious in this show.
I should probably watch an episode after I get home.
Yeah, bro, they got 4 episodes out right now. And also, like, what they do with the vigilante character, because he's, like, a big part of the show as well. But it's, like, because you know of the fact that they already did a vigilante character in The Arrow. It's the same person. It's, like,
Really? Okay.
it's not the same actor, but it's, like, the same character.
Okay.
But portrayed differently. Because of the goofiness of the show. Now, this vigilante, he's still catching bodies. But he's goofy as fuck. So I was like, I can't really take you seriously, bro. This show is too funny now. Like, I feel like you guys want to take yourself seriously, but because you know that no one's gonna really, like, people are gonna watch it, but nobody's gonna take it like, oh, this is like a real, like, superhero show. This is funny. So it's like, it's one of those shows where it's like they want to be serious, but then they know not to take themselves too serious.
That's good.
So it really works. I really like Peacemaker. I think it's dope. Definitely watch it. That's also on your list. Your homework list just keeps getting longer, bro.
One, I actually need to start writing this shit down. And two, fucking
Well,
I need to get HBO Max again. That's what I don't have HBO
bro.
Max,
Yeah, bro. HBO Max. I mean, I'm not gonna hold you. I think I said this on the last 2 episodes. It's not even mine.
Yeah, I know.
It's not even mine. Like the other day, they changed the Wi-Fi, so it's logged in through their service provider. So I I couldn't watch my HBO Max no more. I was like, hey, what's going on? What they say, my Wi-Fi? It's not my Wi-Fi. What's going on? And then she was like, hey, you actually gotta you gotta wait. I gotta change the password to log back into the HBO Max. I'm like, cool, do that, please. I'm missing Insecure.
It's not Insecure.
I'm missing Insecure. I done watched almost every one of the DC things that they have on HBO Max. Like
HBO Max is dope.
Nah,
I do
shit.
like
They've
HBO
got some
Max.
good shit.
Especially now they integrated anime.
They even have
into
some.
it.
Yo,
Yeah, they have some good
deadass.
anime too. Yeah,
Yes, bro.
So,
Dead ass. I like them a little bit better than
Have you
Hulu.
watched? What's it called? Promise Neverland.
yeah. Unfortunately, season 2.
Yeah, I heard season 2 was not great.
Season 2 was booty.
I started watching it and I was like,
So you finished season 1?
I finished.
Yeah, just keep it at that.
Keep it at that.
All time
don't-
classic. you know.
Don't watch season
They
2.
honestly
bro.
like. They probably didn't need to do a season 2, right?
Well, they did because it's a very popular manga and it's a really great storyline.
Isn't season 2 like not even like really accurate to the manga at all?
So what they did was that they skipped 60 chapters of content from the manga and then they went straight to the end. That's what they did.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so that's what they did. And
see, I didn't even because I didn't read the manga. So.
I didn't read the manga either.
I didn't know that that's what they did.
Yeah, I didn't read the manga either, but I follow a lot of Anitubers and stuff like that. I follow a lot of Anitubers, and that's what basically it said. Because once it got to like episode 4,
Obi, stop.
I started figuring out, it was like, okay, the pacing's off.
Yeah.
Like, because it just started feeling really, really weird.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right, and then I just started seeing people complain about it because it started off really strong, and I was really fucking with what I was watching. And then after like episode 5, things just started going left way too quickly, and like stuff didn't make any type of sense. Characters were coming back and really weren't making any type of sense. So, I started following some of these Anitubers, and I went back to read. The anime basically did their own thing, and they just said fuck the manga basically.
Damn.
Damn.
What?
They basically just
Dude. How often does that happen?
Not
Nowadays, I feel like after what happened with Berserk back in the day, they don't really do that anymore.
Yeah, nah, they really...
Because at the end of the source material is right there for you to
bro.
just copy and paste, which is what Jujutsu Kaisen is doing.
Which is working.
Dude,
Boruto did not start that way.
Got
me tight. I read because I was reading
the bit of it is not. Is
bro.
like not
No, it's not canon.
It's not, bro. I was reading the manga before. Like I remember when the Shonen Jump magazines weren't even calling them Boruto and Sarada. They were calling him Bolt and Salad.
Not Bolt.
Bro.
Not Salad.
Boruto. Bolt. Why do you think there's a bolt on the name?
So
man.
what was Sarada's name?
Salad, bro.
Salad.
Sarada.
So for the Boruto thing, I think what happened with that is it's weird because the studio, they kind of basically did the same thing. That's why Bleach kind of
fell off.
Kind of messed up in the end. A
They're
lot of
bringing
people
it back.
Yeah, thankfully.
A
lot of people fell off the Naruto bandwagon because they did so many fillers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I feel like because the studio knew after Naruto they didn't really have a property that could keep them going. Like the money coming in, they're like, but the Boruto manga is 1 chapter a month.
Yeah.
So they can't really do that content weekly.
Gotcha.
So instead of doing something seasonal for Boruto, I think they was like, yo, we're just going to do... Because Boruto has some light novels, so they just took some of the light novels and made, like, anime originals, basically, until they get to, like, the canon content, and they do, like, a couple weeks of canon content, and they go back to the filler stuff.
Okay.
So I feel like it was just...
Has the anime caught up to that now?
Yeah, it has.
It
has.
They are... Like
Damn,
I remember when I read
the
the Baryon mode chapter, and then I was like, "Yo, this is gonna look crazy animated." A couple months later, oh shit, that was fast. I was like, that was fast. Wait a minute, y'all catching up too fast now. Wait a minute, anime.
One thing I gotta give to that studio is that when they animate shit, they put their foot in there. They put their foot in that thing, man. Like
whole 2 feet, bro. Double foot, bro.
But Yeah, but for
Them
you,
and Mappa.
keep Promise Neverland at season 1,
Yeah.
all time classic.
Yeah,
That's
bro,
what it
leave
is.
it at
It season 2 is
Doo-doo.
very, very, very tragic, man.
Actually, Jujutsu Kaisen's another one I need to like rewatch because
that. Jujutsu Kaisen, bro. I can't wait till they come back,
You
bro.
didn't finish it?
Nah.
Okay.
Bro, you gotta finish it, and then you gotta be with us in waiting for it to come back.
Well, at the top of Brad's list is Attack on Titan right now, though.
Oh, absolutely, bro. I don't know how, because he hasn't watched the most
but
recent
he said
episode.
he's gonna wait until the season's done to watch it.
All right, if you say so, man. If you
I
say
got
so,
to,
man.
Got to. I've also just I'm like needing to find time now to like watch it.
Watch it?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have to like dedicate time to that. It's like-
True.
Oh, yeah, let's do some announcements.
All right.
got?
You got any announcements?
What do I got going on? Actually, I don't. I'm going back on tour soon. Next month. Don't know where I'm gonna be. I think I'm gonna be in the Midwest. So if you out there, if you listening, if you watching, that's where I'm gonna be. I don't even know if this episode will be out at that point, but it probably will. Who knows? I still don't know if I'm gonna put out any solo music yet for the year. I got a bunch of solo music that I'm just sitting on, but I don't know if I'm gonna put any of it out yet. So
Why not?
cause I kind of want to like really go hard for Joy, like cause it is my that's my first real album.
Yeah, but some people would argue that putting out music is a good way to promote your old music.
to
as well.
promote my old music. That is true, huh?
Yeah.
I never saw it like that.
Yeah. Just some
No,
food for thought.
I might put something out. Who knows?
Did you put out Helicopter?
We should. Maybe that's coming out soon.
All right, Helicopter comes soon.
Helicopter coming soon. Got a bunch of shit. Hey. What about you, bro?
Usual for me, follow me on IG, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook.
plug your
Brad Alba.
socials.
At Brad Alba, everything. And yeah, go stream that exclusive. It should be out. Well, it'll be out now. So yeah, it's out on all streaming platforms. Yeah, I really appreciate any support on that record because I'm really trying to push that one heavy. So
You feel me?
what about you, Wets?
I got nothing to promote, man.
It's all good.
I have nothing to promote. I used to do a podcast. Well, hopefully we'll be back soon, but it's called
We
The
will
Anime.
that shit into existence. Manifest. You will be back with it soon.
Dope. All right, okay. We will be back soon.
You feel me?
It is called the Anime for Starters podcast.
Oh,
what? So you could still stream it on Apple Podcasts or Spotify.
I'm gonna do my homework.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get to plug my stuff. Because Brad is always on it, man.
I'm dead.
You're good.
I'm good.
You're always on it.
Not me being a fucking like, full artist.
Like a full artist. I be forgetting that I'm an artist sometimes. I be like, hey man, I'm man.
It's like it really is like a mindset. It's a lifestyle. You know what I mean?
You have to like really be like.
Yeah.
When you introduce yourself, you have to introduce yourself as an
I was talking to
artist.
somebody about this the other day and about how like you kind of got to be a little crazy to do what we do. You know,
Yo,
you got to be obsessed.
You have to be.
You have to be obsessed
have
with
to
getting
be.
it because I'm like, yo.
So when people
This
be
is-
like, yo, you're crazy, I'm like, just a little bit.
No, I'm definitely a little crazy.
I'm
And
like, just a little bit. You gotta be to do what we do day in and day out, and not be a regular person and just go get a job.
but we are like regular people. Though.
But that's what I'm saying. But we're crazy because we're here, not knowing what's our next course of actions all the time. Like there's people who have their whole life planned out. To an extent, we are not those people because we do not know what is going to happen, what's going to play out, what the course of events are going to be.
I think it's really about like you kind of just are in this never-ending loop of creating and giving your art away in hopes to attract people who like fuck with your shit for that you can get more and more opportunities and like grow like as an individual and really just level up and become the best possible version of yourself that you possibly can do.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at it. I fucking love this shit.
I would
And-
say
Yeah.
that makes your lives more exciting. It's not,
Yeah,
it's
a
not
little bit.
It's not mundane, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I could definitely say I live an exciting life. I should get a little bit more sleep. But
It really comes back to, you know, my motto for 2022. It's like, yo, this shit is not a joke, man.
It's not a joke.
This shit is not a game no more.
We out here really doing it. What episode are we? Episode 4. Episode 4. We said we was gonna do it this year.
I think we're gonna wrap there.
I still didn't plug my socials.
Oh, my bad.
I was like, shit, I still didn't plug my socials. This is my brain be everywhere, man. You can follow me on all platforms, all socials at Superlative Sane, SUPERLATIVE.SAIN, Superlative Sane. Go stream my music on all streaming platforms. Just search Superlative Sane. I'm the only Superlative Sane. So, yeah, I'm the weirdo with the name that some people can't pronounce. We off this bitch.
But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap there. As always, if you guys wanna get in touch, you can ask us some bullshit in the comments.
Ask us some bullshit, man.
And we'll get to
subscribe to the page on YouTube.
Run up them likes.
Run up them likes. Our Instagram coming soon. Run up them likes. Do it.
All right, peace. See you on the next episode.
Peace. Bye. Avita Zen.